Welcome to a new episode of our weekly series, COVID-19 Science in Context. This week marked 1 year since the first lockdown in Britain. The UK has since confirmed more than 4.3 million cases and 28.7 million adults have received the first dose of their vaccine. In Europe, many countries are extending or reintroducing measures as transmission is increasing. I'm Sabine and joining me today is Professor Neil Ferguson. Neil, can you explain this increase in transmission that we're seeing in Europe? Is this a third wave?
So I think it's just that Europe is 2 or 3 months behind us. What they're seeing now is expanding case numbers with the B117 variant, Kent variant, which really took off in the UK back last November, December. And that's what's really dominating the surge in transmission now in Europe. I think it's too early to say how large an epidemic it will be in European countries. Of course, European countries are rolling out vaccination, albeit unfortunately at a slower rate than we've seen in the UK, for instance, but that will help. And they are introducing more intense social distancing measures, which will hopefully get on top of this resurgence of transmission before they see the sort of catastrophic case fatality and hospitalisation that we saw in the UK back in January.
What does this increase in transmissions that we're seeing in Europe mean for the UK specifically?
So I think it's important to say that it doesn't directly, it's not like cases are going to be surging over the border and triggering a new epidemic here. We're further ahead in our vaccination programme. We still have controls in place, and it's mostly the same variant as we've been dealing with for the last 3 months. Where the risk lies is in other variants, particularly the South African variant, which current vaccines are probably less effective against. And we won't be able to stop it coming in altogether, but we'd like to slow the rate at which that South African variant enters the country, so to give us more time to roll out vaccination and indeed update those vaccines for vaccine types which can deal with that new strain.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.